Hello there, and welcome to My Beading Heart. It's the do-it-yourself jewelry making show. And I'd like to welcome my guest, Erica Leigh, singer-songwriter and artist. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, Janine.
Thank you for coming. So today we're going to make this wire memory bracelet. And what I love about these is they snap right back together. And you can use any type of beads. Put them on like so.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so this is what we're going to make today. Some of the tools you're going to need is a special, this is for just cutting memory wire. It's made of steel. It's very, very strong. You don't want to use a regular plier cutters or jewelry cutters. It will totally ruin them. So we're going to use this guy. I only have one, I'm sorry. We're going to use a round nose, needle nose plier. And then, this is a flat nose plier. Has a flat on the inside. All right.
These almost look like they wouldn't grip very well. What are they for primarily?
They're for making the round loop that we're going to start it off with.
Oh, okay,
just right
cool.
there.
I thought that came with it. I didn't realize it was something you make.
Yes, yes, because the wire comes in just a big coil.
Okay.
Comes in, well, this is the steel color, which is the silver. So sometimes they're silver plated. They come in gold plated. This is a brand I got at Joann's or Michael's. Sometimes I get them online. I have a list on my website. They also have oval shaped for larger wrists, a little bit more comfortable too.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
Different colors. So today we're going to use the gold plated, and it's springy. And it's very, very tough, so you got to really use your strength. So I'm going to steal back some of these tools.
I haven't worked out in a while. Hopefully I can handle this, Janine.
All right, so I'm going to teach you how to make the loop. I did make one here for you.
Okay.
So you're going to take your wire and you're going to take your round nose.
Okay, got my wire.
All right.
All right.
So you're going to hold on to it tight. I'm going to get the end. Now, this might be a little, I'm left-handed. Is that going to be an issue?
I'm ambidextrous, so I'm very confused. Okay. So pardon me while I'm just going to watch you and
watch me
do
first.
what I can. Okay.
So I'm going to grab the very, very end of it with the middle of my round nose pliers.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn it towards me, gripping it tight.
Okay.
All the way till you touch the wire.
All right, so I'm grabbing it at the end in the middle. This feels so delicate. Okay, you twist it. Ooh, my wrist doesn't go that way. So like this?
So you can grab, let go and grab.
Oh, you can grab it again?
Yeah,
okay.
And just kind of edge it towards.
And why is it important that it's in the middle? Is it just because of the size of the
plier? Well, if you use the very tip, it'll do a tinier hole, but it's also a little bit less of a good grip.
Wow, yours is so perfect looking. Okay, so
lots of practice.
You try to make it like a circle?
Yes. I'm going to do it again on this one because this is the most important part. We're going to use this in another segment as well for making earrings. So
I think I have to like grab it towards the end or something because it's very hard to close.
You can leave a little tip.
Oh, okay.
And just turn your wrist.
Oh, okay.
And if you need to let go.
Oh, see, it's a lot easier when you leave a little bit of the end of the wire there. Okay,
I can do that because you can always trim that off too.
Okay.
So is it touching?
So not really. Almost.
It's pretty close. So the reason we do it like this is because it's going to hold the beads on. We can go back in and tighten that up.
Wow, you really do need to use your muscles.
Yeah, this is steel.
Whew. This is great.
Grab it. I might have had a little too much coffee this morning. I'm a little shaky.
I was just going to say that. Coffee does not go with beading. Wow.
You got it. You're good.
Okay,
you did it.
Is that all right?
That's great.
Woo.
So we will add the charms on at the end, or you can leave it like that. I did design, most of them I do charms at the end, but.
Great. I like them at the end.
Yeah, I do too. I like a little dangle. If your dangling bothers you, just leave it plain. Cool. So it's time to start beading.
Okay.
So I get a lot of beads online at artbeads.com. I do, there's craft stores. I do bead shows. I collect them from lots of places. And I get these, inexpensive plastic bins to store them in. And I like to do random beads and, large, small. Sometimes I do a little section of one type, like all gold, do like 10
Yeah.
or so, and then, you know, just whatever feels good to you, whatever looks good. There's no rule as far as how to do this. I mean, you can do, you know, black and white pattern. You can do whatever you want. This is the best part.
I kind of like the randomness of it all.
Well, because you can just kind of grab from your pile and just start stringing them on.
Yeah, cool. Well, this is great. You can catch up on the latest. Did you see the last episode of blah, blah, blah? Did you see that HCAT show? That, whew, dramatic.
It was.
I'm almost nervous to start, but I think just digging
Just
in
dig
is
in.
probably the secret.
You're going to find with this, they do come in different diameter wires, and some beads won't fit on here. A lot of beads like hand-drilled pearls, hand-drilled gemstone beads, if they're not large hole beads specifically, they're not going to fit on here. Don't get frustrated. It's just how it is. It's a thick wire. It's supposed to be sturdy. So you need some, just make sure the beads you buy have a pretty decent size hole.
That's a good point, because for the people watching at home, this is very sturdy. Like, it was hard to bend. I'm not even kidding.
Which means it's strong. It's
really
not going
strong.
anywhere.
Like, this bracelet is not going to break.
No.
So that's cool. Wow. So when you say hand drilled, are there different types of like ways they make beads and?
Yeah, the hand cut. I don't know if I have any hand cut gem. Oh well, yep, this. But let's say, for example, some of these pearls are hand drilled.
I feel like when I was a kid trying to bead, sometimes I'd get a bead where the inside wasn't totally clear. I don't know if I was just getting stuff that was too cheap. This stuff looks like the real deal.
Yeah, sometimes it happens if you get the really inexpensive ones.
Cool.
You know, because they're made with a machine. They're not, you know.
Yeah. I was going to say, too, I liked how you had a strip of the same bead every once in a while, because when it's stacked, then you're mixing some big ones in, and it almost like makes room for it to stack and fit together.
Yeah, and then also
what I mean?
showcases the larger beads, makes them really pop and stand out if you have the smaller strips of color around it.
Yeah, it's true. If you do all the same thing, then it's not as exciting.
And the thing I love about these is, like, once they're done, they look really professional.
They really
and it's
do.
a great gift to give. You know, it's very impressive. All right, so I'm going to string these on.
I personally like that you don't have to clasp it on and figure it out yourself, because that's one thing.
It's a good point.
People don't understand if they don't wear bracelets. The struggle is real. You have to try to wrap that thing around and clasp it with one hand, and that could take all day.
Yeah, especially in people with arthritis.
Oh, sure.
You know, they can't do it. It hurts.
Yeah. So these are just easy.
Yeah. These are great. So I'm going to do a couple more beads.
So I've got a question for you. Do you teach lessons when you're not on the camera? Do you do?
I do. I haven't set anything up lately. I'm going to start after the holidays.
Oh, great.
I can fit up to about 4 people in my studio.
Oh, nice.
And then I have taught at the Park and Rec Center.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so maybe I'm going to talk to them, see if maybe they'll do something, because that was fun.
Yeah.
We did some of these projects, and I know we used these tassels too, which were a lot of fun, and some classes there.
I could see somebody gifting their daughter, or like a sister saying, you know, here, I bought you, we're going to do this class together, and we're going to go learn how to bead. I could see that being something that...
Yeah, it's so much fun, and people just get together and really learn about each other and talk about all the shows, talk about what's going on in town, you know, things
the
like that.
Holliston happenings.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. That's what I love about beading. It's kind of like a community project, you know what I mean? If you're beading with other people, it's,
Sure.
yeah, just get talking about things going on, and it's fun. And you get a product in the end, and you can give it as a gift, keep it for yourself. It's a nice memory, too.
Absolutely. I've been doing the same thing just with painting. You know, you can talk and listen to shows, and you can do anything you want. It's very soothing to be working on something crafty with your hands.
Yeah, I like it when I just kind of drift off and get into my project, and I look up, and it's like, oh, it's 5 o'clock. I gotta go.
Yeah. No, you can get carried away doing this for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And there's so many things you can make with it, too. So with these, I mean, some of the examples that you can do, With these bracelets, you can do team colors. For Holliston, was it black, red, and white? That would be kind of pretty,
yeah.
a black, red, and white one.
I could
Holidays.
see, like graduating seniors doing something like that.
Yeah, they have, I don't think I have any, but they have, charms with graduation caps. They have,
Or maybe even numbers, like class of.
right, yes, you
what
can
is it,
get number charms,
2018?
number beads, letter beads, at the major craft stores. I I get flyers in the mail, but sometimes I get the app, and then I'll get a lot of coupons. I'll save up my coupons for our big bead purchase. Sometimes you can really get a significant amount of money off, which is fun.
Is it totally addicting to
Absolutely,
buy beads?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And the bead shows, oh boy. I go to one in Marlboro. It just passed, and I had a budget, which is not fun.
Oh my gosh,
No
yes.
fun. But yeah, it's a lot.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you must have such a wide variety. I mean, I'm sure this is just one,
That was a drop in the bucket.
like a little drop in the bucket.
Yeah, my
I've
husband
been to
loves
your
it.
store, and there's just so much variety.
I have them
so-
hidden under things. I have these big bins with a bunch of these, and it's hidden under my desk, in different places around the store. I got to put them somewhere, people,
That's great.
So, and finding the gems, that's the fun part.
Yeah. There are some of these smaller ones, even though they're a little harder for me to get used to picking up, you kind of get the hang of it,
Yeah.
And they're so nice to put on the bracelet, but at first you're kind of like, trying to, just getting used to picking up something so small. And
I know, and then I get disappointed when I pick it up and it won't fit, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
I went through all
these
that.
aren't going to work. These ones won't
Yeah.
work. Oh, that's some cool. So I got a lot of these charms. They're on eBay, and I got them as like a lot. So they do a lot of gold,
Oh, cool.
a lot of silver. They're fun.
Do they come in variety packs or things like that, or do you kind of grab them
Yeah,
separately?
they come in like a lot by weight, and they'll just be a bag. So I got like
Wow.
a big bag. I'm going to start sorting them out here because they're kind of fun to look at.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you can just get lost looking at all of them.
Yeah, and coffee
Wow.
charms. I got a little house. This one. So I went on eBay and I just searched for assorted charms, and I didn't pay much for them. So they're not, I do have good quality charms at the store. Sterling silver, gold filled, gold plated. These are a little bit lesser quality, but they're fun and they'll last you for a little bit. They're not that bad.
All right, so it looks like I'm kind of getting close to a good point here. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely.
All right,
So we're going to do a trim.
great. How's that? Do I need a few more, or?
I think you're good. What you
Good.
want to do is here's the end here. You don't want them to line up exactly because they
You
might
mean
split
one end and the
apart.
other?
Yeah, so I go a little bit past. So there's that end. I bead a little bit past it. So
Okay.
this would be the perfect point.
Great, awesome.
So you want to probably want to trim it. There's two ways to do this. You can bend the loop now and then cut it, or we can pre-cut it and then just bend the loop.
If we pre-cut it, I have to be careful, right? So I don't spill the beads. Okay.
Yeah, so if you'd like to bend the loop, let me show
Okay.
you whereabouts you're going to do it. So you're going to do it, you're going to do a little bit of wiggle room for the beads. So you're going to put the pliers here. Bend it towards you.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Cool. All right, I'll
And
give
I'm
it a
gonna do
try.
mine's already, I just beaded mine right to the
go.
edge, so I'm just going to,
Thank you.
I know it.
I don't even know what hand I should use. Is this okay?
Yeah.
All
And you
right,
can take the
and then-
wire with this hand. If you've got a good grip on it here, you can take your hand, let go.
Okay.
See if you can
And,
bend
like,
the wire
hold
up
it?
and over.
Oh, actually bend it with this other hand.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Look
see
at
what
that.
you're saying. Oh, actually, it's kind of easier to do that than
Okay.
use your plier hand for some reason. Okay. So at this point when I've bent it back,
Okay, you
do I
can let go.
complete a ring or do I just let go?
You can complete it around, or you can let go. You can
Okay.
readjust your pliers if you'd like. See, put it back in there. Just bring this wire a little bit more down to complete that loop.
Oh, great. Perfect.
I'm going to do it again with mine, but we're going to cut it right here.
Okay.
I'm going to cut it for you
Yeah, sure.
so it doesn't go flying. Now the thing that you should be using goggles with these. I almost said Google. Goggles. So this is that special trimmer. So what I'm going to do is another technique, which I put it down and put it, and I look away.
And then you wince a little bit.
Yes, yes. So here you go. It's a little bit open.
Great.
This is where the flat nose plier come in. I'm going to tighten up, but right before I tighten that up, I'm going to hook on. Which charm?
Oh, the
would you like?
charms.
Yeah.
How about this one first?
Okay. I'm going to hook that on. Tighten it up. That's on there. It's not going anywhere. Same thing with this one.
You make it look so easy.
I know. I'm sorry. So it's just getting that strength in with this. They might even have a softer wire out there, but I think the whole point is that so it snaps back. Let me move that down a little.
I gotta say, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
That's great. I love the way that randomness came out. Yeah, can I try it on?
Try it on. I'm going to twist
Yeah.
mine.
You're gonna twist yours? Okay. So I just wrap it around.
I'm going to trim it.
There we go. Ooh la la.
See?
Nice. That's great. See, I could see myself making a bunch of these and just
Yeah.
wearing
The first one's going to be,
coordinated ones.
you know, not the most perfect, unless you're, you know, it could be an expert.
Yeah.
You're a genius, but
Well, what do you think? Am I a genius?
you're a genius. You're a beading genius. Look at that. So I'm gonna put it
Oh, that's
on.
great. That's beautiful. I love your tassel too.
Yeah.
There's so much more to this than I realized. There's a lot
Let's show
of
yours, too.
options and
Yay.
little techniques. So
Awesome.
great.
So you think
Cool.
you'll make this again?
I do think I will, and I also
Excellent.
like that. You did two, but you can kind of choose completely customized because that wire
Exactly.
comes really long, right?
Yeah.
You can pretty
oh,
much
yeah,
just,
yeah. You got slinky.
yeah.
Yeah.
A slinky. That's great.
So thank you so much for coming. This was
Thank
a lot
you.
of fun. Thank
so
you
much
so
fun.
much, and have fun beading.